What's up, guys? It's Cheney with the latest and greatest download from the Pleiadians. This is talking about the future of modern technology. So I'll begin. What we ultimately have to choose is the acquiring of material possessions, i.e. technology, gadgets, handheld devices, weapons, or the acquisition of bodily and conscious skills and abilities. These new abilities are those of myth and fantasy. Those abilities that lie dormant in the cavernous system of your subconscious and DNA are that of unlimited potential and refinement of your mental projection and imagery ability. They're talking about fourth density here, fourth dimensionality. It has to do with the mental projection and consciousness. It's an expansion. 4D is just one way of really understanding a higher plane of reality. It's one logical and human way of understanding it. So I'll continue here. We have to choose as an individual to embrace and chase the material possessions and niceties that the finest and wealthiest people have sacrificed so much of themselves for, or to make the decision to walk the path of our divine potential. We have seen that those of you who have explored the mysteries and challenged the capabilities of the human body and mind have come away with extraordinary gifts that others busy chasing the dream could only daydream of. This process is about the refinement of our mental capacity and expansion of our energetic influence both inside and outside of us. We have seen the way that some of you crave and starve for frivolous products, gadgetry, and toys. We are amazed at the uselessness of these possessions. That's the Pleiadians being nice here. I'm just kidding right now. But what we have seen with the conscious intention and clear motives of those who are tuned with nature and the landscape has been revolutionary to the modern day human intellect. With the compulsive collection of material possessions and experiences that leave you in a drunk stupor, it is those mentalities that kill the awakening and integration of man. We have seen through the many trials and tribulations of man and his thirst for power, we can surmise that he is under a spell that goes beyond many of your own conscious awareness. This spell is a kind of frequency lock, if you will. This repetitive cycle of wanting to numb the body and to dampen the senses are all efforts to thwart your own divinity, divine intervention of reality, to thwart your divine intervention of reality. What has been seen in the past with your many adolescents and young adults is that they are being stressed on all fronts. Psychologically, emotionally, physically, mentally, and of the memory are all under attack with the emerging generations. What we have seen has been atrocious and has compelled many star families to directly intervene in the full-on assault of these misinformed and uneducated humans growing up now. The tilt that power has held over the human race for millennia has finally come to a balancing. We have seen that too many of your kind have opened themselves to energies and people who they trust, and through ignorance and blatant disregard, they have fallen victim to more advanced intelligences that have no interest in you living a life filled with joy, fulfillment, and true purpose. What I can say as an observer, on many accounts, people are letting themselves be sacrificed to a sophisticated power and one of marvelous advancement in technology. We have noticed people lining up to walk into the school, the church, the hospital, so that they can be administered a helping of rubbish. Where is the power in going to these peripheries of control and monetization? How does it lift you into a profound awareness of your own divinity and your own love of oneself and others? These industries have seen a proliferation in guests that are bursting at the seams with disorders, health problems, disease of the body and mind, confusion, utter despair, and ultimate lack of control of their own manifestation ability as a conscious creator being. We have seen the utmost violence, discouragement, and prevalence that those age-old control systems have grappled with in your delicate societies. The stakes are high and the risks are many. What if we told you, human, that what you have been living was a complete falsification of potential? Would you get up and fight us in a blood-curdling, screaming scenario of how you have lived this life and what you absolutely know to be true? And this message happens to be a little bit derogatory, maybe condemning or condescending to us, but it's kind of shaking us awake, and I'm telling you guys all now that all the messages are not like this, so just hold on and hopefully you guys get something out of this. But I will continue. Is your keen ability to see this opportunity with high reverence beings a evolutionary process, or as a stumbling match between wits and opposing realities? What has kept you, human, from stopping and looking at the pain, the anguish, the complete and total despair and confusion of those around you? Are they fully realized beings? These CEOs, doctors, lawyers, newscasters, and ministers? Are they doing their due diligence to attain a vibratory resonance and connection with the highest potential of their body and mind? A possibility that they only have deep disappointments about because of the sheer lack of ability to imagine this and to create this. What are their habits, their compulsive disorders, keeping them from doing what is necessary to help live the best life they can and to help others live the best life they can? What we have seen is a tremendous lack of foundational information within your society population. It is a profound wisdom indeed to go unconventional with your persons, to go rogue, as we like to call it. What happens when a person goes under the radar is quite amazing. When an individual can find a unique and beneficial way to sneak through the cracks of the what, when, where, how, and why society, one can establish a profound probability within their reality. This path is not for the weak and meek. You must have dedication, commitment, confidence in yourself, and the tools necessary for you to build a separate reality from the collective machine of limitation. It is also important to note that everyone's work is different on an individual agreement level. Therefore, the tools they will use vary in infinite possibility. Oh, the wonders of the grandiose competencies that a self-realized human has attained on your planet. It is imperative for you to go off the beaten path now, human. If you continue on this journey of your forefathers and fellow diminished light beings, you will sabotage your future and the collective's ability to break away from the control mechanism. We do not say these things to instill fear in you. Some hope, a glimmer of light. We know that it could be quite paralyzing to conceive of picking up your things and to go into the wilderness of quantum potential without any map or knowledge to navigate your direction. But we must use our innate compass that is suppressed and shrouded by the intellectual stimulation of modern-day technology and information. Your intuition is the greatest and most powerful guiding force that is within your being. What you have in your biological technology is an incredible system of intelligence that your scientifics can only begin to understand. Emotions are a power to behold and are your saving grace in this technological assault on Earth and humankind. Emotion spans space and time and goes far beyond the intellectual capacity of information processing. The rate at which your innate intelligence of the body synthesizes energy and receives electrical impulses is beyond any of your modern day science explanations. Why hasn't anybody mastered this physical form, and why hasn't it been studied and revered in any of your cultures? While the Lizzies, that's their name, the Pleiadians' name for the beings that are of reptilian origin, the Lizzies. So you'll be hearing that a lot. While the Lizzies brought science, culture, mathematics, and technology to Earth and its people, it can only go so far without being a detriment to the society. It has now reached a point of diminishing returns for humanity. It is now time to embrace your own unique light of divine creation. The bottom line is control. The Lizzies have power in the three-dimensional reality and have invested so much into this limited plane of existence that they have no choice other than to keep humans frequency locked with them and their technological advancements inside the 3D. Information and people that promote the wonders of the physical innate intelligence are immediately snuffed out and sneezed by military, police, and academics. Any possible information that may challenge the narrative of existence outside of the 3D reality may spread and has a good chance of informing the population of tightly kept secrets and technology that could send humanity into the next level of conscious creation. What we have seen as witnesses of your current regime has been the crumbling of these power structures. That's good. This is really good. The old tricks and tools are no longer effective on the new human. The new human has made a distinction of profoundness alongside and simultaneously within the advancements in modern technology and the internet. The vibratory rate of the average human has increased in lockstep with the proliferation of technology and the internet. The rate of information exchange has bursted with the capacity to integrate subconscious and unconscious stimuli into the memory centers of the body and the overall retention of energy, light, and information. It seems that the networks of computer technology and the biological networks of the body have been simultaneously advancing in capacity and efficiency. And this is in no way giving credit to modern technology or its advancements. All this, of course, has to do with location of space-time of your planet, solar system, and in relation to your galaxy. What the Pleiadians mean by this is that the biological capacity and the technological capacity have been growing at a incremental level, kind of neck and neck with each other, and you've seen the lifespan of the human increase, and a lot of people would attribute that to modern medicine and advancements in our own physical reality and our understanding of it. However, what the P's are trying to convey here is that they are separate and they are also growing together, and one is feeding off the other. I think it's technology that's feeding off biological efficiency and the increase in it. So without getting too much into that, I'll continue. A window of opportunity has opened for Gaia and its people. The window into another temporal reality. This window will close very fast. What we have discovered in absolute certainty is your arrival into this narrow gateway in time-space in your space-time. One and the same, people, one and the same. Many of you who follow the media have seen many Earth changes in climates all across the globe shift with a peculiar frequency. The way that this is going to go down is the planets of the solar system are undergoing a dramatic change, and many disruptions will make themselves evident in an increasing rate. These disruptions open human civilization up to the possibility of becoming so vulnerable that an unseen force may want to take advantage of this destabilization and dismantle the floodgates and the established protection of the people on this planet. This is why it is so important for you to plant your feet firmly on the earth and stay connected with your home planet. If you are not grounded in your own purpose and knowing, you are highly susceptible to being tricked and becoming a fragile leaf in the wind, going wherever the proverbial breeze takes you. I think they mean the machine of the masses, of like you not living your own unique purpose and your own unique light and your own mission here. Won't go too much into that right now, but 1. Modern technology is the #1 tool for ungrounded human behavior. This tactic is to get humans so enveloped and dependent on their logical processes and mental capacities of concepts, which are very limited, by the way, so that they can fall into a problem solution scenario specially devised by the most sinister of beings. This scenario could be any number of ultimatums, but what the Lizzies are expecting and relying on is the blind faith and trust in technology, so you can fall into a limited awareness and that mental state of hyperbrain activity and dense frequency. This frantic fight or flight mental state will be so stressed out and will be in perfect vibration to make a quick and pivotal decision that will change the probability of humans and their reality. This is a task of grand proportions, and for them to pull it off would require most, if not full, cooperation from surface population. What this might look like is a drastic ploy to humans in transmission. So without going too much into what they mean, I am going to end this video because I don't want to convolute their message, even though I have my own perspective. You could ask me in the comments, or you could ask me in person, no problem, but won't go into my own take on this. But message for you, and I hope you enjoyed and hope you learned something, gained new perspective, and please continue to stay in touch with my videos, and please do not hesitate to drop me a line, email, or check out my website. My website is CheneyBJones.com. So please check it out, and I will get back to you guys. Bye.